Hi everybody, it's Jama Malmi, and I'm excited to share a brand new Cricut collection from close to my heart that is now out. It is called Everyday Moments, and just like the complete creativity that I've shown you in the past, it has complete projects. So today I'm going to focus on the stained glass card, and I'm going to assemble it exactly as it's designed, and then I'm going to show you variations using the same cuts or some of the same cuts from that one project in the collection and show you how to get the most out of your collection. So first I want to show you real quick, all of these are different cuts that will be lining up. So you can see all of the shapes are here cut out, and you also get the envelope, and you also get two greetings. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting out with my black shimmer brush and spreading it all over the top of this overlay. First of all, because I love the shine that our shimmer brushes add to projects, and also because you could see the white core of our cardstock a little bit more than I wanted to. Normally that doesn't bother me, but I did want to hide it on this, so I just covered it up with this black shimmer brush. And then I wasn't sure when I laid all of these pieces down if I was going to need spaces between them or if they'd line up against the edge of the card. And so now I have done that figuring out for you, and you can just go ahead and line everything up, but it right up against the edge of the card and each piece to each other. So it's very easy to figure out and put these pieces together. As you saw, I just took my adhesive strips and just did a few lines going down each row of colors and just set the pieces down right on top of it, and it went really fast. That way you didn't have to worry about putting adhesive on each piece. And as you can see, the overlay looks beautiful. It covers all of those seams and just makes a really beautiful stained glass looking card. I took my Tombow glue and added little dots and lines everywhere on this very thinly and put it right up against on top of the card, lining it up with the edges. And there we have it. You can see here how much shine that shimmer brush added. It looks really pretty. It's hard to see the shine in the still photos that I will show at the end, but right here you can really see it. So this banner piece also came in the Cricut cut, the Cricut image designed for you. So I just cut it out as is, and then this sentiment fits perfectly on it. I cut this out in candy apple, and I did the same thing, adding red shimmer brush on top of this, just like I did with the black. And then when I laid it on top of the banner, I was very careful not to get any red ink smudged anywhere. And then I took this glue pen and very carefully dotted glue onto this. It's a very delicate cut, so I was just trying to be very careful not to tear anything and very gently dabbed it. So once I get that done, I've got all of the elements in place. Oh, except for the dot of the eye. Be very careful of those dots. They are very small and very easy to lose. I used a little, this is, I think, a silhouette little grabber. It's got some putty on the end and helps you pick up small things. And then I'm adding some black dots. They are black enamel dots, and that will finish up this card. Very simple and just put together as designed in the design space file, yet stunning. So I wanted to show you another way to use this overlay. So this time I did not cut out the little stained glass pieces and or the sentiments, and I just cut a 5x7 piece of cardstock, and I'm putting embossing powder on the back. I wanted to do sort of like an ombre effect, although it's not necessarily ombre, but just a real shiny background with the embossing folder. This is Tinsel embossing folder, and as you can see, it's very, very shiny and beautiful. So I'm using my Versamark ink pad and squishing it right onto that background, making sure to get it really good and saturated so that the embossing powder sticks really well. If for some reason your ink pad is maybe not very juicy or you don't get real good coverage, you can go over it again after heat embossing it the first time. So don't be scared that you only have one shot. Once you heat emboss it and set it, you can always do the process over again and put the Versamark on top again. So I did this for all three colors, gold, silver, and rose gold, or maybe it's called copper, but it's really, really pretty. It did warp a bit. A little tip to make sure it doesn't warp too much is to make sure your heat tool is really good and hot before you start heat embossing and bring it to your paper. But I put lots of adhesive on that background before, or to add it to my card base, and that helped to keep it a little bit straight. And you can also put a real heavy book or something on top of it overnight, and that helps too. I used the same Tombow glue on the overlay. This will stick well to that glittery embossing powder. It's almost like a glitter paper, so you need something that's going to stick really well. Like a glue pen is not going to stick on it very well. So I'm using that same banner piece, and I'm going to use the Mr. and Mrs. Sentiment from this Sentiments by Melissa Esplin stamp set. And I thought that that was a good size, as well as this card looks like it could be a wedding card. I decided to try out the new Yesterday and Today vellum pieces with this, but I didn't like it because they're such a soft, dainty look with that background that's very geometric and modern looking. I just didn't like the look together, so I ended up not using them. I decided to cut down that banner a little bit to better fit the sentiment that I'm using, and then I also heat embossed this sentiment. I used that embossing bag first to get any static off of that white piece, especially because I'm using black embossing powder, which really sticks badly sometimes. For some reason, black just stray pieces stick a lot. So use that bag first and then heat embossed that. And it's hard to tell, but it is very shiny and adds such a nice raised image. It looks so pretty. This is a great wedding card. I still decided to play with those vellum pieces again, and again didn't like it. I ended up cutting off a little bit from the end of that banner piece to also fit that sentiment better. And we've got this pretty much done. I'm going to add some gold sequins scattered around, and I adhered those down with some micro glue dots, which I love using for adhering the loose sequins, and they stick well to that glittery embossed surface. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a thing or two. If you're interested in the Everyday Moments Cricut collection, I've got my affiliate link listed in the description below. Please be sure to let me know if you purchase from it, as I don't get a notification right away, and I'd love to send you a handmade card. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I invite you to do so and hit that notification bell to be notified when I post new Cricut and paper crafting videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.